What's up, guys? I'm back with another reading for ya. This is going to be for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and this is what you can expect during the Gemini season. Again, if you want to book a private reading with me, all my information is in the description box below, and we can go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're first going to start off with the energy right now for you, Leo. What is the energy for our Leos right now? Okay, so we may have just went through something that was kind of like traumatic for us, or maybe going through it right now. We've got the Tower as the overall energy. So something that kind of like shattered your world a little bit. Maybe you just like moved, or you're about to move, or you may have lost somebody. You may have gotten in an argument with a lover, a friend, or something. But I do think whatever it was, it kind of pushed you back a little bit and kind of asked you the questions with the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Like, what work do I need to put in to build the foundation to find my wish fulfillment and true emotional happiness, okay? So I feel like whatever that happened is kind of restructuring how you think about just relationships in general and like what emotionally fulfills you. Yeah. So we got the Death card as well. So I do feel like you're kind of putting to rest like old habits and cycles that just like no longer serve you at this point. All right, our last one. Yeah, okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. I do think by this, I sense that you're starting to become a little more nurturing, a little less closed off. The communication is becoming a little softer, which I think is going to benefit you in the long run. Leos can be very feisty and fiery and like to the point and bold. So I do feel like at this time you may be kind of doing a little more listening, sitting back, just kind of like exploring, other people's kind of opinions, and just kind of challenging your mind. Like, what do I think about what they're saying, and how can I apply it to like my emotional fulfillment in the future, okay? Again, I do think you're doing a lot of like self-reflection at this moment to kind of see what serves you and what doesn't. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see some blockages. So what is blocking these new boundaries we're trying to set, these new habits? I'm hearing like, redesign your brain, we gonna make some new habits. Yeah, okay, so overall, yeah, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So I do think your main blockage right now is when you get to start to do the work to kind of put in the foundation, you kind of fall back into how you're going to do it, and then you fall back to that like impulsive kind of nature. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Wands and then the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So again, so I do feel like you're kind of struggling to put in the work. I feel like you can't really at this time put down the boundaries of the past as much as you want to. Like, I feel like you just have a lot of anger and resentment about whatever's happened to you in the past, or maybe like what's brought this moment of kind of shock onto you. You kind of are a little, it's just like jarred you a little, and I feel like you don't really know how to take it. So you are keeping your cards very close to your chest with the Four of Pentacles right now as well. So I do feel like they are challenging you again to kind of like open up, just keep opening up with that softer communication and not being so like, I'm hearing like stingy with like your time, your words, and your energy. I feel like you may be going overboard a little bit in a sense of like, okay, like, well, if they're not gonna ask me on a date, like, I'm not gonna give them the time of day, like, ever. Even though, like, do they really need to ask you on a date just yet? Is it the energy in this connection, or is it, like, the pride in yourself, okay? It's, like, asking yourself, like, that kind of shit, Again, like, breaking down those old habits and creating new ones. Okay, so we've got the Three of Pentacles, and this is gonna be about establishing relationships that are worthwhile, ones that are gonna help you move forward and not hinder you in the process. So you're doing a lot of like mind strengthening right now and kind of like reprogramming your brain to kind of, again, like have a new day-to-day routine, new habits and things. So it's being around people that will help you do so. And then we got the Hangman here as well to clarify that too. So being around people that may change your perspective a little bit, okay? This is gonna be about, you know, seeing the world in a different light and kind of approaching things with a different energy. So with it coming out in your blockages, I do feel like you're having a hard time doing that right now, but it's kind of trusting that, like, the people that you surround yourself, if you truly feel that they have the best intentions and you trust your gut on that, like, you're gonna start to see this new perspective like unfold very naturally in front of your eyes. All right, so let's get some advice moving through Gemini season for the Leo people out there. What is some advice moving forward? Things that will help our one see a new perspective. I'm gonna take all those. All right. All right, so we've got the Hierophant here as the overall energy. So this is gonna talk about, you know, going back to like our morals and like what we know and like who we are as people. I feel like your judgment may have been clouded within the past maybe like 2-3 years. I'm sensing maybe even more, probably no longer than 5, but like between like 2 to 5 years, I feel like your judgment has started to get a little clouded maybe. Like I feel like you maybe feel like you just make decisions off of impulsion and right now they don't have like a lot of base, but I feel like it's just trusting that you know what's best for you at the end of the day, okay? So we've also got it clarified by the 7 of Swords. I do think that naturally you just assume that people are going to be kind of deceptive. Yeah, and we got the 5 of Swords right fucking with it, okay? So you just, I feel like you just kind of assume that people are gonna fuck you over. But like, again, if you trust the people that are around you and use your gut instinct kind of and just kind of surround yourself with people that are aligning with the path that you're trying to take at that time, like the world is never going to steer you wrong, okay? You could be doing like a lot of traveling soon as well with the world. Maybe you have a trip that's kind of important that's coming up too. And again, like they're asking you to like rest on your laurels. Like you're growing a new empire for yourself and you're kind of going through these big earth-shattering changes that they're really asking you to have strength through, okay? All right, and then we've got the 3 of Cups. So it's like these hard times are not always going to be here, okay? Like there will be celebration. You're going to reunite with your friends, have good fun times that just really lift you up, okay? Just knowing that there is like kind of light at the end of the tunnel type deal, okay? Yeah. So we're going to wrap up this reading with some oracle cards. Just give you a little message to leave you with. Alright, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Okay, so this just reminds me of the Hierophant, like again, talking about morals. Where do you learn your morals? Your parents. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? What are your morals, okay? Some of them may have come from your parents, but obviously you've developed new ones. We don't believe, or we don't agree with everything our parents say, okay? And that's okay. I'm gonna take this one because it flew out here. Yeah, fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel, okay? So they're asking to go back inside yourself and remember, what can I do to kind of start the rebuilding process of who I am and what I want to achieve and what I have to offer to this world, okay? It's about going inside and kind of like remember that like fire that you had when you were a child, okay? But that is all I have for you, Leo. Again, if you want to book a private reading, all my information is in the description box below. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Gemini season, and I'll catch you later.